Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful morning and another video from KML Academy. I am Dr. Kelsey, and we are always anchored in science, guided by intuition, and personalized for your path. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more today about emotion regulation. I have another video that I looked at the other day that speaks about what is DBT, and I had noted in that video that DBT is often used for people who have challenges with emotion regulation as a pattern in their lives. Well, even if you don't have a problem with regulating yourself on the everyday, we all have times where we might be more reactive to our environment or more dysregulated depending on what's going on with us. In fact, it relates to something called a window of tolerance, and I think I'm going to do another video on that at another point in time. Maybe it'll even be my next one. But here today, what I want to talk about is a very simple metaphor that we can use to understand how we're maybe moving through the world. Are we taking more of a reactive approach, or are we taking more of a proactive approach? And my metaphor here is simple. It's called the difference between a thermometer and a thermostat. So y'all have probably come across those in your lives. You don't have to be a doctor or an expert in homes to have come across a thermometer and a thermostat. So let's think about what those things do and what they don't do. So when I think about a thermometer, I don't know about you, but I think about generally we're not taking our temperature every single day. We're usually taking it if we're ill, we're under the weather, we don't feel right, and then we, as a response to that, place this little object under our tongue or maybe take it across your forehead, and you're looking at what is that temperature telling you, right? It's reflecting something to you, and then we're interpreting that. So we're taking a temperature. Now, when we're looking at a thermostat, that's a very different thing. We now have something in a room, and we're saying we're not taking the temperature of a room. It can do that, but we're actually setting the thermostat, right? So typically we're like, okay, I want the temperature a little bit higher, or I want it a little bit lower. In my house, I always want it a little bit higher. My husband always wants it a little bit lower, maybe even the cats too. So there, we're actually taking more of a proactive approach. We are determining what the temperature is going to be. We're not just taking a temperature and then reacting and responding to that. So just think about that in terms of our everyday mental health. What would it be like if we are a thermometer in our daily lives versus if we are a thermostat? And let me go a little bit further with what I mean here. So when we are people that kind of generally tend to kind of go through our lives more as a thermometer, we might be sort of taking the temperature of other people all the time, or even our own, and then reacting to that, right? So we might actually absorb more stress from other people. We might mirror the chaos of other people. We may be more likely to regulate along with others, which is okay if you're regulating with the right people. We all need to co-regulate sometimes anyway. But if I'm around a bunch of people who are at a yoga retreat and we're all very calm and I'm not, I'm probably gonna actually decrease my level of stress by being around those people. If I'm taking their temperature and I'm being thermometer, I'm probably gonna co-regulate really well because I'm gonna come down in my stress. But think about that in the opposite way too. If I'm around a bunch of chaos in my world, maybe my family is quite chaotic, maybe my friends all have a lot of drama happening, maybe there's a lot of drama in your workplace, and you are a thermometer, you are going to react in that same way. You're taking the temperature of the room and you're responding and reacting to that. And probably you might lack some boundaries, and therefore you're absorbing what's happening and you're co-regulating based on that temperature. So even if you didn't come in chaotic, you're probably going to feel chaotic. Sometimes this can relate to the words that we might use, such as burnout or things like that, though that's an animal in and of itself. So that is a very reactive way of moving through the world, and it can create a lot of stress for us. It can stop us from being able to know what to do with stress. Now, we can do something about it. A thermostat mode is more of self-regulation. Now, instead of just regulating based on the people that are around us, we are setting that thermostat internally, if you will, and we are moving through the world and we're taking in information. We're not ignoring what's happening around us. We know when our peers or our family or our partner or our workplace is very stressed. We're not ignoring it, but we're also not absorbing it. We are taking it as information. We are taking a piece of it that is helpful for us, but we're not fully responding to that by going along with whatever's happening. We are remaining stable in the chaos. And that requires us to have the ability to self-regulate and not necessarily be entirely codependent. And again, these are very big topics in and of themselves. And over time, we'll dive deeper more into these topics. Right now, I just want to introduce you to how that could be different. So hopefully what you're getting out of this really quick video today is maybe move through your day today and just ask yourself, am I being a thermometer? Am I being a thermostat? And before you try to change anything, because we jump to change, ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm typically doing? What's leading to that? What might be different if I were to change, instead of placing pressure on yourself to change? Also, I want to reinforce co-regulation is often also needed in our lives. We can't be completely independent and self-regulated all the time. I'll go into that in future videos too. Please, in order to get something out of this video today, please make sure you are not using this as a substitute for therapy. It's never intended to be that. These videos are intended to enhance your self-learning, create curiosity within you, and maybe bring a nugget or two back to the people that you're working on further to make your mental health even better than it already is. If any of this interests you, go ahead, hit the like button below, let me know, comment. Let me know if there's anything else you further want to know, and I would be happy to do another in less than 10-minute video about that topic. KML is always here to support you. Our information is below as well. And until then, make sure you remember that you matter, you deserve, and you're enough.